listing impossible. As the real estate market continues to slow, it's Aaron's job as team leader to make sure his agents don't slow down with it.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Our team sort of made some new directions into where we want to go this year, and we thought to ourselves, we want to hit that $1 billion this year with or without the help of a good market. I set up a goal to sell $1 billion this year. We just have to hone in our skills and make that happen. The goal is $1 billion, so we need to double down this year. I'm gonna continue to set the bar probably to unaccomplishable goals, but we also need to understand that the markets are not exactly flourishing. If you have 5 listing prospects, I would say if you're lucky, you're gonna get 2. Arvin is amazing at prospecting. In 2 years, he has built an incredible business. Morgan, get off your phone.
I'm prospecting.
Get off your phone. Guys, I'd like to jump into wants and needs. Let's start with you.
I have one. So I have a listing. It's been on the market for over a year. It's got a history. We're the 3rd agents to come through, and we have not been able to sell it. It's an architectural piece. The seller's father was a very famous architect, did a lot of the mid-century modern iconic homes in Palm Springs, and consulted on this home as well.
Right, what area is this house in?
So this is Lake Hollywood.
I can tell you I've sold a lot of homes in that area. You're kind of in the middle of the valley and in the middle of the city, so it takes a very unique buyer to want to be there. We did sell Madonna's old house in that area for 14. Yawer has been on my team for about 1.5 years now. He is an exceptional agent, very likable. Some agents think that they need to be sharks. Yawer takes the approach of swimming with dolphins. Has the homeowner been easy to work with?
He has a very strong opinion in regards to everything, and is very detail-oriented.
The problem is when you put all of these things together, it's a perfect storm for a difficult sell.
And that's
a declining market.
And that's why we need your help. You're someone that they will listen to.
I think Yawer is nice and kind, but I do think sometimes the only way to win is to get messy and tell people the way it is and tell them what they don't want to hear and hope that they listen. Super happy to meet them. I can't wait. Bye, guys. Thank you for coming.
All right, so it's very unique, totally different than anything else in the neighborhood, and I really think it just needs your eyes to come through. So far, it's been my experience with this particular seller that they're not the most responsive to changes. They really go toe-to-toe with you on almost everything. So I feel like if I bring Aaron in, he will inject a new level of energy, excitement, and perhaps get the seller on board to make a few changes that I really think need to happen that they're not really hearing from me.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
Hey,
guys.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
Hi.
That was like a hug, not
Tammy's a hugger.
Hey.
I'm a hugger.
Hi, Aaron.
Good seeing
Hey,
you.
how are
How's
you?
everything?
Good to see you.
I love the first introductory hug.
I know.
Oh, good.
Hopefully we could keep that same hug at the end, too.
Exactly.
I am Tammy, and this is Glenn, and we are the Wexlers. I'm an actress, and I've done a lot of TV and film work, and I'm a member of a theater company.
I am a photographer and a director. I'm doing music videos and commercials and working to push my first feature film off the ground as well.
And there will be a part in it for me.
We'll see.
So this is your, so it's a studio.
This is my workspace, yeah. This is my, I use this as a photo studio and as an art gallery.
Wow.
And it's a great party room.
We bought the original house in 1988. We thought it was going to be our starter house.
Before kids.
Yes, before kids. We thought we'd be in and out and kind of step up from there, but we fell in love with the neighborhood. And when the adjacent lot to our house went on the market, I snatched it up and I talked to my dad, Donald Wexler, a well-known mid-century modernist architect, and asked him about his thoughts about expanding and adding on to the house. And he thought it was a great idea, and we went for it.
This room has such amazing scale.
I designed it as my dream studio. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to collaborate with my dad.
What we built was my ultimate fantasy for a live, work, entertainment type space.
This was all, you know, the new part of the addition.
This side of the house, I can stay totally contained for work.
And this is Glenn's office space. Print studio.
This is where all the creative magic happens.
Well, over here, actually.
Yeah, I do all my post-production right here.
So yeah, this is the master suite.
Okay. So this is all the new part of the house.
Still part of the
Right.
addition, yeah.
This house is a house that was redone in the mid to early 2000s. It's multiple levels, and it's almost two houses in one. You have an old house and a new house, and then they're connected by hallways. Lots and lots of hallways.
This is where the original house starts. It's a study, but it's my sewing room, frankly.
Okay. And then this is leading us into
The kids' rooms.
And then what's downstairs?
Downstairs is the rest of the house.
Great kitchen. Spent a lot of time in that kitchen. Da-da-da. The outdoor space is really amazing, and you don't get that a lot in the hills. We did a lap pool. Our jacuzzi has the beautiful view of the mountains. The waterfall, I love the sound of the water during the day.
We have a beautiful fire pit as well, which is really nice. Yeah.
And this is where our view is.
Let's see.
There's been some challenges with selling the house, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's a very unique, special property. This is not a house for everybody. This is a house that is screaming for another artist.
Have you had buyers not have clarity on undefined space?
Sometimes, yeah, because there's so much of it.
We're not convinced that the house has been marketed as effectively as it could be.
It's wrapping people's heads around, like, live, work.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
It's for someone that is really going to be able to take advantage of the creative space.
That one buyer who needs this space.
So this is the dining room?
Yes.
This is the dining room, the music room. And then this is the end of the original house, right here.
There are different styles. We have the very modern new, and then we have the older style as well. I mean, you could tell that they were two houses.
Right.
Houses should always tell a clear story. Style, date, and time differences create confusion. And that lack of consistency makes for a difficult sale.
For me, it's just like this is a perfect kind of like office suite.
When I walk into this room, one of the challenges I'm feeling, and we just have to work through it, is it really feels like a print office. And so if we don't find a guy that needs that, it's tricky.
We love to soften it up.
Yeah.
This house has no live workflow. You can see the architectural touches with the huge scale and windows, but right now, it just feels like a swanky Kinko's. This is the biggest, most grand room in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And there's no furniture at all.
Yeah,
And that's tough.
yeah.
The challenge that I was having is if you're not in the creative space, then you just eliminated probably 80% of your buyer pool on this house. And so maybe this needs to be curated in a way that's workspace / a little bit more of a living room. But let's keep going. Let's keep looking. The Wexler house is not going to be easy to sell. Any criticism, and Glenn shuts down. If we can't get our vision through to the Wexlers, this house will be on the market for another 400 days.
Meanwhile, 20 miles west in Woodland Hills, Morgan and Nisha are teaming up on a sale, with Nisha repping the buyer and Morgan repping the seller.
So I'm really glad I got to see the house before my client gets here. As you know, he's flying in from New Jersey, and you know, he's really excited to see the house. He's a rapper. He's really thinking about moving to LA, just a different vibe, different setting.
I'm excited to meet him.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? How was your flight?
It's pretty good.
Good.
What's up, man? Morgan.
Chitty,
How are
nice
you,
to see
man?
you, bro.
Pleasure, bro.
So I was introduced to Chitty through a mutual friend. He's a successful rapper, and he's had quite a few hit songs.
My thoughts have been feeling you say you don't like me to cry me a river. I would be lying to you if I did tell you that I think I done.
And he's about to release a summer album. So he's thinking about moving his entire family over to the West Coast.
I got money on the way. Hey, I got
How you been, though, man? It's been way too long.
I know. We actually are kind of matching. And also, I just
Did we
noticed
plan this?